Shabbat Shalom to the home team. Shabbat Shalom. Let's go get it, man. Let's go on and get it. We're bringing y'all neural network, okay? Understand that this picture of the brain is a breakdown of the neural network, okay? This is natural. Okay, what are we talking about, yourself? We're talking about your brain working as a receiver and the output, okay? And the processing area, okay? We're talking about an input layer that your brain receives input information, okay? You have your processing, okay? Your processing. And therefore, you output, you send the signal out, okay? This is a natural satellite. This is natural within you. This is what the Creator has given you. Okay, so yourself, while we covering this, what's the business? All right, I'm about to give you the business, because there's phantoms and duplicates in everything we do. Okay, you see, artificial neural network. Okay, this is artificial. This is bullshit. Okay, now let's go on and get it. Because what do we have out in the real world? Okay. What do we have out in the real world? Okay, we have an input. Okay, we have this mesh system. Okay. It's constantly processing. Okay. The same functions that are within you, they duplicated. We got phantoms, we got duplicates of artificial neural network intelligence. We ain't talking nothing but satellites. We're talking nodes. We're talking about a device, okay, that obtains information. Who's the information go to? To a person that sits behind a computer. After it processes it, who does it go to? Some say a marksman. Okay? We're only talking satellites. We're talking artificial satellites. We're talking nodes. Okay? You have your device. You have your processing. And you have an output. You have a receiver. You have a sender. Layers in artificial neural networks. Alright? Understand that there's no brain of intelligence here. It's just a bunch of what ifs, scenarios, situations. Neural networks in practice, okay? You have over 1,000 million sensors in your brain, okay? And they act as nodes, okay? We're talking real nodes. We're talking about something that the Creator has put inside you, where you process the information that you have been given. It comes in, you process, you output. What's your output? What you gonna do? What's your input? Are you gonna look into it? Are you gonna study it? Okay? These are natural networks within you, but these networks are duplicated. Okay? These networks are duplicated to provide a service. These networks are duplicated to interfere with you. These networks are created to make a justification in your life when you are not asking for vibrations and parasites of this nature. Okay? Now this is biological because it's natural. Okay? This is biological because this is natural. Remember, anything biological is living. Alright? Now a node, okay, an artificial node is going to affect every biological thing that is living. Okay? Biological stands for anything living. Alright? Now let's get to the drop. Alright, I need you to put your dragon eye on Quam, you heard me? Put your dragon eye on Quam. Now let's go and get it. Alright, what's a node? Alright, I ain't too found on that. I'm not too found on this. But I am digging this. Okay? Regardless if it says in astronomy. Okay? The point where the orbit of a planet intersects. Okay, what are we talking about? Talking about a tile, an intersect. The elliptic. These points are two. Okay? And that where a planet ascends northward above the plane, the elliptic, is called the ascending node. Okay? Or the dragon's head. Okay? So, remember what we're talking about here. Okay, we're talking about original, natural. Okay? You have these sensors in your head. Okay? And when you ascend northward, okay, where you go into a Khan's head, a dragon's head. Okay? This is where all the interaction happens. Okay? This is where you process. Okay? That where a planet descends to the south is called the descending node. Okay? Or the dragon's tail. Understand what descending means. Okay, falling or leaving. Okay, descending. Decreasing. Okay? Let's dig.
Node.
Alright. A point at which lines or pathways intersect. Okay, once again, what we're talking about. Okay, a tile, a crossing. Okay, a crossing where what pops off? A central or centering point. Okay, so at this crossing, Managa, we got a satellite. At a crossing, okay, at a connection point, what we got an access point. We got an artificial body registering, picking up information. Okay? On the go, fast-paced environment. Okay? Now, they say that these nodes have the capability to see 150 feet radius. Okay? Dragon eye perspective. Okay? Now, why are we covering this? Because these are artificial bodies. What do you think they work off of? What's the big agenda? Okay? Must I spell it for you? 5G. Come on, man. Y'all saw Minority Report almost 20 years ago. That's where we're at. They want to know everything. They want to know everything. And what's going to bring it to them? 5G. So understand that these nodes, these artificial satellites that are being placed, okay, it's all the air. Yet they could be a camera, but they still have to report. How they're reporting. How's this information getting back? We're talking 5G. 5G is everywhere. What does this mean? This means that there's going to be a boost in EMF everywhere. These people want to know if you shit sideways. You understand? And they got some dumb mofos out here that's gonna show them that this shit sideways. The plan is a global control. The plan is a global attack. But you can't see it. You heard me? If you constantly trying to be with this technology. You heard me? Now we gonna get the drop. Alright? And now the best thing was for me to do was to break down node for you. And understand that you are a natural node within your brain. You process information. Okay, so now these things are being on deployment. On deployment, cities are getting paid to use these devices. They're breaking bread with them. You walk out the door and say, I need an Uber there in 2 minutes. You don't even need your phone. Play no games. That's where we are at with this. Like I said, y'all seen Minority Report. Cameras everywhere. Scanning you. They know who you are. Fuck the chip. They don't need the chip. You carrying around that cell phone. That's GPS on you. Straight business. Now let's get it. We know what nodes are. We know what satellites are. Ahau, natural by law.
How many of you saw the advisory that I blasted out on the deployment of wireless smart nodes in Lancaster, California? Good, okay. I'll just explain what this is. This is the beginnings of a wireless reality for all of us. This city is being wirelessly retrofitted so that literally you can walk out of a building and just say Uber without having a cell phone.
Your cities are being retrofitted. What does that mean? Man, look. They're breaking down your city how it used to be and introducing a new smart city. You heard her. I need an Uber. He there instantly.
And IBM is coming in along with Google and along with Ericsson to set up Lancaster, California as a smart city for the future and for the benefit as a smart city for the future and for the benefit of future. To set up Lancaster, California as a smart city for the future and for the benefit of future generations. So what, and just say Uber without having a cell phone. And IBM is coming in along with Google and along with Ericsson to set up
IBM along with Google. Who's IBM? I know IBM. They've been out here writing programs. They've been out here. So people are merging for this takeover. People are merging to come together to bring your ass that work.
Lancaster, California as a smart city for the future and for the benefit of future generations. So what they're talking about here, and of course what we know, is these are kill zones. Plain and simple. We do not survive. It's a slow kill, dependent on your immune system, but we don't survive with the kinds of
slow system to kill you. It's a slow kill. So if you're not in the right frequency, you're probably gonna get knocked off real quick. If you're not in tune with your health, your physical, your mental, your conscience, you're probably gonna get knocked off real quick. It's a slow kill. You just heard her. Alright, what we're talking about? We're talking about 5G, 2.4, Wi-Fi, radiation, EMF. Man, what we talking about? We talking about keeping safe, keeping yourself limited from these frequencies, okay, that give you parasites, okay? And now we're putting up satellites, vibrations coming out, frequencies coming out, waves. And these waves produce what? Parasites. Come on, man. It's a slow kill. Alright? Antenna. Okay? Antenna of towers. Okay? Antenna ain't nothing but an artificial body. Alright? Understand that it's a satellite. It's gathering information and it's sending information. Therefore, it is a satellite. It's not a natural satellite by far, no, it's an artificial. So where are the real satellites, the real sensors? They're within you, within your conscience, mind. You got to get in the right perspective. You got to get in the right frequency. So you can control these matters. Now let's go.
Frequencies that are coming down. We just do not. And we have obviously already seen the decline in nature, and many people are dropping with cancer and heart attacks and strokes and other increased anomalies here in this country and elsewhere. And that's not
increase in death. Play no games. We've been covering it. We've been covering this for a long time on Tokef Benak. We're in season 3. We're in season 3. Death, man. They glorified death. We already got the drop. Iron Mountain. Silent Weapons, Quiet Wars. Agenda 21. Must I continue? Khalifa Fires. Huh? Building of dams. Huh? Stopping natural water flow. The poisoning of water. Man, let me tell you something is real out here. And for you to continue to think that you're in just a wonderful Ahau matrix, you're lying to yourself. Alright? You're lying to yourself. Wake up. Wake up, Yasharella. Things that of other nations are not for us. Things that are for other people are not for us. Follow the path of simplicity, to follow the path of Hawa. The death rate is going up. Life expectancy is going down.
being written up on death certificates. So no one is aware of the enormity of the death spikes as a result of this increased technology. But they're selling this in Lancaster, California, and it is a massive surveillance camera system. And it's by a company called Anycom, small A-N-Y, capital C-O-M-M. And it's to deploy these wireless smart nodes on lights to collect data. And the city of Lancaster has over 20,000 street lights, and there's 4 nodes on every single street light.
20,000, all right? 20,000 times 4. They got 80,000 nodes. 80,000 nodes. No play, man. Let's see where we at. No, where's the city plan? City's getting paid. All right, let's check this one. Let's see. Yeah, let's get it. Here we go. All right. City plans, surveillance system. All right. Series of cameras. Okay, gather data analytics. Okay, don't get me wrong. All right, these poles already have Ethernet access to them. All right, let's not be naive. All right, so get your dragon eye up, get your game up. You heard me? You passing that red light. You think they ain't watching you, man? They watching you. They just selected areas got camera tickets. You understand what I'm saying? But they can watch everything. Take no doubt about it. They log into it, man. This is real spill. You heard me? The city is set up that way, and it's slowly progressing into this. What do we have here? City plans, surveillance system. This is the plan. This is it. Who's bringing it to you? Huh? Who's bringing it to you, man? These wild men. You heard me? These wild men. Y'all know what these wild men are, man. Play no games. Look at this. There's 4 of these on every post. Okay, what do you got? Camera. Somewhere in there, you probably got an Ethernet connection, or if not, this thing popping off wirelessly. You heard me? This is a node. This is a satellite. It's recording information. It's gathering information. You understand? Look at that. He's hiding that bottom part right there. He didn't want to show the whole thing. Alright. Let's get it, man. Let's chop this shit down. Look at this. Didn't I just tell y'all it was 80? Huh? City wants to deploy an 80,000 camera surveillance system for the primary purpose of gathering data, analytics to better track pedestrian and traffic data. They want to monitor and control this matrix. Okay, to the point where it's on demand, where at the point that it's real time. You understand what I'm telling you? They want real time answers. Real time. Okay? The goal is to help the city better alleviate traffic congestion. Nah, I seriously doubt that. You heard me? I seriously doubt that. Increase the overall function of the city. Okay? The data could also be used for more efficient law enforcement. There we go. Could also be used to do what? To apply law efficient enforcement. Well, we know that's popping off. 80K, man. 80K of these mothers right here. Right here. Who's bringing it to you? These wild men, you know what I mean? Play no games, man. Chopping down this hijack. You hear me? What's the purpose of you understanding all this at real time? What are we moving into? Y'all know we're moving into 5G, alright? The cameras are a 4-sided node. So this is a 4-sided satellite. A box. What's a satellite? Man, look. Satellites, like box shape, right? Most satellites today are box shaped and do not spin. They're onboard instruments, such as cameras, facing the same direction most of the time. Some carry large solar wings, okay? Solar panels that transform sunlight into electricity that turns, so they also point toward the sun. What are we talking about here, man? Since we, we can't make this shit up at Drop Nation, man. There's no way, you heard me? Most satellites are box shaped. Ain't no way, bro. cameras facing the same direction most of the time. Carry large solar wings. Alright. Let's go. Where we at? Cameras are part of a four-sided node, four-sided satellite, okay? Box that will go into the photocell socket on the top of each street light in the city. The unit turns the light on and off each day. It also collects data for how much power was used on the street. We're talking about a satellite. And guess what? The node technology was developed by Anycom, okay? Holdings Corp, Sacramento-based technology firm, okay? Led by CEO. Alright, I ain't gonna put nobody's name on blast, but y'all see it, you know what I mean? The purpose of our solution, of course, is to make money. Ha. Alright, let's go. We do that by creating a brand new wireless hotspot network on the street lights. Okay, bam. Now I already told you that there's already Ethernet access there. Man, understand, man, we are surrounded, secluded by the Ethernet. The Ethernet is everywhere. Okay, the Ethernet was duplicated, referring to the ether. Now, the purpose of their solution, of course, is to make money. Okay, but they do that by creating a brand new wireless hotspot network. There's already Ethernet access there. The city got it like that. But what do? They come in and create a brand new wireless hotspot on top of the wireless hotspot that's already there. And so this new Wi-Fi solution that will be available in the city, each node comes with 4 ultra high definition cameras, ultra, that can see about 150 feet. That's about the space between each street light. Wow, okay. What one street light camera can't see, the next one can, and so on. Minority Report, I'm trying to tell you. Minority Report. Each camera can read the 2-inch tall letters and numbers on the vehicle license plate at approximately 150 feet. Alright, so you got these natural, they got these, ain't nothing natural about them, my bad, but they got these satellites, you understand? They got these satellites, okay, running off of what? Wireless hotspot networks. Okay, we're talking about 5G. Okay, you want real time? You gotta click clack 5G. You want real time? You want real time, or either you get land based. All right, it gets you some real time, but everything has a lag. Okay, everything has a lag. Could be 4 seconds, could be 3 seconds, but everything has a lag. All right. It's a pretty powerful thing that we have here now. Is a box that reads 2-inch letters. It can also do a whole bunch of other things. Okay, nodes have computers inside that can analyze what cameras see. Alright, man. Satellites, bro. Satellites. Box shape, small version, right? Satellites. Let's check this out. I'm about to change my wording. Okay. Input. Satellite German. See, that's the big timers. Right. Bam. Tiny IoT satellites. Bam. Look at that shit. It's no play. None at all. Right there. You see it. Satellites. We're talking receiver. We're talking sender. Okay. Working over a medium. What they're working over. 5G. Internet. Ethernet. It's a Ahchwa. Alright? Y'all see it, man. Alright, let's get back. Get back. Let's run it back a little bit.
And it is a massive surveillance camera system. And it's by a company called Anycom, small A-N-Y, capital C-O-M-M. And it's to deploy these wireless smart nodes on lights to collect data. And the city of Lancaster has over 20,000 street lights, and there's 4 nodes on every single street light. And they're going to be using this for the city's enhanced benefit of reducing their cost, because they can see everybody in real time all the time, and if there's anything inappropriate, they can immediately attend to it. And there's so much more about that. They talk about that the nodes create a high-speed wireless cellular network as well as video network with up to 4 cameras on each streetlight. Now
They create a high-speed video network. Now look, man. Look, man, this is some real talk, man. Alright? It ain't nothing to produce an audio, okay, signal and actually produce it and actually break it down analytic wise and be able to send it to somebody. Audio, alright, MP3, whatever, what have you. Alright? That ain't hard at all. Alright? Now, understand that we are talking about the capability of processing a video in a quick amount of time, okay, and being able to get that video, okay, because you can always stream it live, but if you go back, you're not streaming anymore live, okay? If you rewind, you're not streaming live anymore. You are in the history. Okay, so what I'm getting at is the fact that in order for this video high quality resolution to be received on the other end, this internet has got to be some fire ass internet, what they got popping off, you heard me? Not what we talking about. Talking real time on demand, we're talking 5G, okay? This is what they wanted, okay? Now y'all remember Minority Report. The future is here, baby. It's 2020, almost, and we finna pop off, alright? So, let's go and get it.
put a FOIA request into the city of Santa Rosa about the new streetlights that are being deployed in Santa Rosa. Many of you may want to do that in your town. I have yet to receive that because I've just put that request in, and I will certainly let you know via video if this is the type of streetlight that's being deployed upon us, and it likely is, because the utilities are involved in these streetlights, and this is part of a kill grid, a surveillance grid, and also the LED lights are causing blindness and reducing our health. And
we got the drop on the LED lights. All right, he broke it down for us. Okay. And what's going on with these LEDs? Okay. The light is too bright. The light is causing people to go blind. Okay. The light is penetrating. Okay, it's penetrating through what? Through the skin, causing parasites. Once again, what we're talking about, this Luciferian. Okay, once again, Ahau to natural by law. What are we talking about? Okay, the phosphorus, this light. Okay, the bearer. Come on, man. If you ain't digging in on these drops, you're gonna be lost. You heard me? Lost in the sauce. So you got to be on. You heard me? You got to know what we talking about. You heard me? That way, all this click clack, this makes sense. You heard me? Now let's go on it back a little bit.
Are causing blindness and reducing our health, and many aspects of that. This tech is a military weapon system disguised as communication networks, and that's how most people are being tricked. And sadly,
disguised, like always. A lot of the stuff that we get on here is always disguised. There's always a backhand agenda. Okay, with that backhand agenda, we can only wonder. Okay, but we hit it in the right tracks. We know what's popping off. This is a global domination. This is control. Okay, this is control at its finest. All right. Agenda 21 been popping off. Silent weapons, quiet wars been popping off. Iron Mountain been popping off. Harp been popping off. Weather mods been popping off. Climate change ain't never been popping off. Everything is a hoax. It's a front. We've been getting the drop. On top of all that shit, we ain't got no good no good water.
Is our reality, and this is a deployment now happening in Lancaster. Now, who would have imagined this happening in Lancaster? And what was so interesting is where it was in their documents, and this might be an opportunity if those of you are curious to see how many other cities have this type of stealth deployment coming in through agencies that you would not think of in searching or looking at. And luckily I was sent this by somebody who listens to the videos, or I wouldn't have found this. And here's what it says. It says Lancaster, California, and it says Lancaster Criminal Justice Commission agenda. Under the Criminal Justice Commission agenda. That's where this was all laid out, because we are all criminals. We are the enemy. Under the Criminal Justice Commission agenda. That's where this was all laid out, because we are all criminals. We are the enemy. And that is the situation with the bankruptcy of 1933. We're the enemy. That's why we're being literally sprayed upon and poisoned by the food, the water, the air, and increased frequencies. So again, 5G is occurring. I have talked to many people that I met when we were in England about their fight in their local cities against this, and there is no progress. You may hear that some cities are certainly saying that they don't want the 5G. They may say they don't want it because that's trendy. but they can't stop it. They have no authority, even in Europe. And here in the United States, of course, you know that President Trump put forth an executive order back on January 18th of 2018, mandating the expeditious rollout of broadband, aka 5G, across the country to every nook and cranny, all the farmlands, and over tribal lands as well.
Overstand. There's no stopping 5G. There's no stopping it. All right. Something we're gonna have to learn how to deal with. Something we're gonna have to learn how to observe and keep pushing, keep trucking. You heard me? Back to it. Node, right? A central or connecting point. I'm talking about a central, man. I'm talking about a brain, right? Nodes have computers inside that can analyze what the camera sees. It can count people and vehicles at an intersection. It can tell what model of vehicles are there. Each device has a storage card that records on a loop 24 hours a day, okay? On a loop, 7 days a week. The data lasts for 28 days before it is erased. Alright, so you got 28 days to make a claim if you're trying to use these, right? Or they have 28 days before it gets erased. Each camera also has a microphone. Alright, so there are 4 cameras, right? So there's 4 microphones. Each camera also has a microphone that is listening for discrete sounds. Okay? The system can hear a gunshot and identify the make and model of the gun, as well as the direction and the velocity of the projectile that came out of it. You're hearing it. You're seeing it. That's what these nodes doing. That's what these artificial bodies, these satellites. Okay. They acquire data. Therefore, in return, send it out. So the device uses military-grade encryption. Tim Fuller asked a question about security technology. Alright. Fuller said, as a business owner, he is all for it. As a private citizen, he is concerned about the security of the data collected by the cameras and the Wi-Fi each device has, as well as the device itself, whether that can be stolen. Okay, so he's worried about the security. So there's military-grade encryption. Alright. There is no cost to the city under the proposed system. In fact, the city could make money by leasing the top of the street lights to Persky. Persky would make his money through the new Wi-Fi network he would deploy. So he's giving them the equipment. So in return, they'll be like, yeah, set me up with a network on top of it. All right. And understand all this is possible because of 5G. All right, y'all see it. Y'all see the commercials. Y'all see it. Look at that. Persky added, his investors are willing to spend between 18 mil and 19 mil to install the systems on streetlights throughout the city. Straight up, no play. Alright. Let's get it. Y'all know where we at. Stop the crime, alright? So check it out. Smart city, okay? We're just doing the search on smart city. Google smart city dream is turning into a privacy nightmare. Alright, we're gonna get the drop. Toronto smart city advisor resigns over data concerns. Smart cities, city as a platform manifesto, 10 common principles driving smart city success. City as a platform manifesto, 10 common principles. Water rotation by water metering and more smart city frequencies of depth. Ford and Autonomic are building a smart city cloud platform. Ford, Automatic are building a smart city cloud platform. Smart city, okay. Resilience. Building smart city security, okay. Building smart city security. Building a security like a smartphone. Deployment of wireless smart city nodes. Satellites. Deployment of smart satellites, a military weapon system. Deployment of wireless smart nodes, military weapon system. What does the next generation of smart city look like? How smart homes can connect to smart cities. Y'all don't want that, man. Y'all don't really want that, man. Y'all don't want them people in your business like that, you heard, man. Alright, so in order to understand any of this, and for us to relate and correlate anything, we gotta understand what a smart city is. Alright, so no further delay. Let's go and get it. Alright, let's get it. A smart city is a designation, okay? It's a designation, it's a place. Okay, it's been designed, okay, given to a city. Okay, so you have to make your city a smart city, okay? That incorporates information. What are we talking about? We're talking about real-time data, okay? Real time. As in, if I go to the store, they want to know what time I leave to go to the store. And communication technologies. Okay. So you have to be up to par with communication technologies. What are we talking about? We're talking about 5G. We're talking about Wi-Fi 2.4. We're talking about 5G in your home, 2.4 in your home. Alright, we're talking about a high frequency that's running through your home. Alright. 2, enhance the quality and the performance of urban services, okay, such as energy. Alright, so not only do they want to make your home a smart home, but your city needs to be a smart home, okay? My bad, I said that wrong. Your home needs to be a smart home, okay? And your city wants to be a smart city, okay? So, once you have both, okay, your home is but a branch to this smart city. What I mean, yourself, I mean that if you have a smart city and you have a smart home, then that smart city automatically has access to your home, okay? To all the smart appliances in your home, okay? That's what I'm saying, okay? So a smart city is designed, okay, to give a city that incorporates information and communication technologies. Okay, so they want to be aware, okay, of what's popping off, straight up. 2, enhance the quality and the performance of urban services such as energy, transportation, and utilities in order to reduce resource consumption, okay, wastage, and overall cost. Okay, that's what they tell you. But we're gonna bob and weave through that, you heard, man? Because it's mainly for data and communication technologies, okay? And a smart city being able to access your smartphone, your smart home, your smartphone, smart everything, all right? Let's take a look at his wheel. Let's see, let's check it out. Smart city, right? Society, right? Creativity, training, inclusion. Okay, it's the deployment part on society, quality of life, okay, culture and well-being, health and safety. All right, so they sell you on safety. They can't sell you on health with a small city, other than the fact that, hey man, if something happens to go wrong with you, your smart home will notify us faster than a phone call to a 911 operator. Okay. Culture and well-being. I don't see how that affects a small city other than destroying. Okay. Sustainable building, resource management. Okay. Sustainable urbanism. Okay. See, this smart city needs to have access to these buildings, this resource management, okay, the sustainable urban environment, okay. It needs to have access to this environment, okay, in order to infiltrate. Keep in mind, this is 5G. This is 5G working, okay, and this is what they sell the public on. This is what they sell the public on, to sell society on, okay, on a quality of life, on a better environment, okay. Smart city. Let's just say that there's flood sensors at a canal, okay, and these flood sensors report the smart, the nodes, the satellites. They report back to the smart city. Okay, this is an example. Okay, government, smart city, open data, infrastructure, administration, online services. This is what they want. Everything done through this ethernet. Okay, understand what a smart city is incorporating a different lifestyle. Okay, a different lifestyle of controlledness. Okay, the mobility, controlled infrastructure and technology, efficient transportation, multi-modal mobility, economy, okay, enterprise and innovation, culture, productivity, local and global connections. What are we talking about, man? Your water's already limited. There's no good mem. And they want to sell you on more economy strategies so you can connect smart city, control your culture, the productivity of your land, Come on, man. Let's keep it real. Smart city components, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. What we got here? We got grid. We got EMF. We got EMF. Okay, we got renewable energy right here. Okay, smart transportation right here. Okay, smart cities. Smart transportations. Okay. Look what we got here. Smart farming agriculture on top of this building. Okay. Smart buildings. Okay, what we got here? We got Wi-Fi. We got Wi-Fi. We got a balloon. Has Wi-Fi. Mobility. Wi-Fi. 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 Banging off the building. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Okay, this is a smart city. This is a smart town. Alright? Here we go. What's a smart city? Wi-Fi. 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 Hotspots. Hotspots. Okay. What we got? Traffic management. Okay. Smart street lights. Okay. EMF emissions. We got smart homes. Okay. Smart environment. Electric vehicle. Okay. Smart energy. Okay. This is a reflection of a smart city. They sell you on these things. Smart governance and smart education. Our education is the poorest of the poor. They can't even tell us if the earth is a globe. They can't even prove that. So, smart education, that's bullshit. Smart healthcare, that's bullshit. You're feeding us more parasites. Smart buildings, what do we need smart buildings for? Smart mobility, alright, I could dig that. Smart infrastructure, what's the infrastructure? AI, what's the infrastructure? Smart technology. This was a long time ago. They got 4G up there. It's 5G, baby. Smart technology. Parasites. Smart energy. It's probably the only one you can sell me on. We're just talking renewable energy. Things that are natural. Okay? Smart citizen, you can't sell me on that. Refuse to put Bluetooth on me. Okay, so we get in the perspective. We're getting perspective. Smart cities, okay? Cost effective. Green growth, okay? Wider economic benefits. Transportation, smart transportation. Okay, carbon emissions, CO2. Alright, so what's a city? It's a large human settlement. Alright? It can be defined as permanent and densely settled place with administratively defined boundaries, whose members work primarily on non-agricultural tasks. Cities generally have extensive systems for housing, transportation, sanitation, utilities, land use, communication. The destiny facilitates interaction between people, government, organizations, and businesses, sometimes benefiting different parties in the process. Okay? So, we understand what a city is. Alright? Bam. Dig. Smart city. So what's a smart city? A smart city is an urban area. Now why is it an urban area? An urban area. An urban agglomeration is a human settlement with high population density and infrastructure of built environment. Urban areas are created through urbanization and are characterized as by urban morphology as cities, towns, conurbations, or suburbs. In urbanism, the term contrasts to rural areas. Okay, so pretty much we're talking about populated areas, city areas. All right, but to put the urban on it. Okay, that uses different types of electric internet of things. This can only be capable with 5G, okay? So IoT, okay, is a system of interrelated computing devices. Remember, we talked about this, okay? When your devices are pairing, okay? It lets you know how many smart devices you're around, okay? So it's a system of interrelating computing devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals, or people that are provided with unique identifiers, okay? UIDs, the ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human to human or human to computer interactions. IoTs, smart cities, okay, where populated areas, 5G, okay, they do what? These sensors, these satellites, these nodes collect data, okay, and then use insights gained from that data to manage assets. Manage who? My naga, you are the assets. They seem to think they own all of us. Resources and services efficiently, okay? Straight up. Everyone. No play. This includes data collected from citizens, devices, and assets that is processed and analyzed to monitor and manage traffic and transportation. This includes data collected from citizens. Why you need data from the citizens if you're reporting traffic, transportation? Systems, power plants utilize water supplies, networks, waste management, crime detection, information systems, schools, libraries, hospitals, and other community services. The smart city concept integrates information, okay, and communication technology, ICT, okay, and various physical devices connected to the IoT network to optimize an efficiency of city operations and services and connect to citizens. Smart city technology allows city officials to interact directly with both community and city infrastructure and to monitor what is happening in the city and how the city is evolving. Straight up. They want to tap on your ass. So what's a smart city? Putting a tap on your ass, trying to find out everything. Alright? No play. Then we got the point. Then we got the picture. Okay? A smart city may therefore be more prepared to respond to challenges than one with a simple transactional relationship with its citizens. Okay, so what they're saying, they're comparing that to a city. Okay? You can't compare a smart city to a city, Manago. It's on a different Richter. It's on a different level. Okay? 5G is on a different level. 4G is on a different level. Okay? You want real-time interaction? On spot? Okay? What are we really talking about, people? We're talking about, huh? Silent weapons for quiet wars? What are we really talking about, people? Huh? What are we really talking about? Discernments, scenarios, okay? Evolution is changing. Time is changing, okay? What are we talking about? Iron Mountain, okay? The possibility and desirability of peace is bullshit. It's bullshit. Alright? So what's a smart city? See, at the end of the day, you got to understand that it's a silent weapons for quiet wars on you, Managu. Alright? Understand what the rollout of 5G means. Understand the attack of parasites you'll be under. Understand. Overstand. Because when you got Dracon Vision 360, see, you no longer read shit like this. You look at him and you say, conspiracy theories are nothing new to history. Plots to kill Prester John and overthrow Yasharella abounded, for instance. See? When you got orientation and understand that you're on a flat plane, alright, you can come together to grasp this information. You got the fishing, you got Dracon fishing. Alright? We already know the silent weapon technology has evolved from operations research, a strategic tactical methodology developed, alright, under the military management in where? England. Alright? What are we talking about? Iron Mountain. Talking about Section 3, discernment scenarios. You got to overstand, okay? In this respect, they resemble war games. Huh? Analysis of the Rand Corporation. Huh? Doesn't that sound like the movie? Hunger Games. Huh? But what are we talking about? Play no games. What are we really talking about? Destruction. Model for discernment was developed by the research program on economic adjustments to discernments. What are we talking about, man? The original purpose of Operation Research was to study the strategic and tactical problems of air and land defense with objectives. Effective use limited military resource against foreign enemies. Limited. We're talking 5G. We're talking EMF. Alright? Lasers. Understand and overstand, Yasharella, that this wasn't possible without these inventions. Okay? The tech game had to be brought up. Managa tech game, real time, 5G, 4G, 2G, 3G. All those stages, they had to step the game up. Okay, until we got this perfection use of EMF, of this frequency, of the spectrum. Alright? So they've learned to tap in. Okay? They learned to use it as a highway. They learned to make money off it. Like everything they do. Alright? Understand that the tech game had to come up. Okay? Understand that Rockefeller was popping off with what? Grants to Harvard. Alright? For what? For research project. Okay? Research project. Research. Okay? The operations research. Okay, they were popping off with grants. Alright? Popping off. Okay, and what was the result? These people were coming back breaking bread. Okay? Coming back breaking bread with the studies and the information they acquired. Alright? So, we come to find out what energy is recognized as being key to all activity. Okay? We're talking about laws, we're talking about vibrations. Okay? Everything that you communicate to, there's a vibration. There's a vibration being expressed. There's a vibration being sent out. Okay? Everything is energy. Okay, so they knew this. They studied this. And what's the pop off? Huh? Silent weapons. Consequently, in the interest of the future world order, peace, and tranquility, Managa, it was decided to privately wage war against the Marukhans. Okay? And that been popped off. Understand? Consequently, Khans are gonna feel this sequentially path they have chosen. Okay? Understand, overstand. We didn't ask for this shit. Nobody did. Okay? But it was decided. It was decided. What was decided? To wage a quiet war against the Marukhans. Alright? The public. Alright? For the what? The interest of future world peace. Now what kind of bullshit is that? That shit sound like an oxymoron. That shit just don't go together. Okay? So a group of people are gonna decide to wage war on us. Managa, what do you think we're talking about? We're talking about 5G. We're talking about 5G. We're talking about Section 3, disarming scenarios. Huh? They're gonna disarm you so damn bad. They're gonna be war games. Just like that movie, The Hunger Games. Play no games. All such scenarios have been seriously put forth, imply a dependence on bilateral and multilateral agreement between great powers. In general, they call for the progressive phasing out of gross armaments, military forces, weapons technology, coordinated with elaborate matching procedures of verification, inspection, and machinery for the settlement of international disputes. Play no games, man. What's a dispute in a polite way? It's a war. It's a war. Each stage includes a separate phase of reduction of armed forces, cutbacks of weapons productions, inventories, foreign military base development, and international inspection procedures and control conventions. Understand, Yasharella. But these people ain't playing. But what are we talking about? We're talking about the beginning, the rollout, this rollout of 5G. It all ties in. It all ties in.
Tavares, followed by Mark Sullivan.
Deborah Tavares, and I run the website stopthecrime.net. I am a researcher, a journalist, an investigative reporter, and I'm on radio shows all over the world. On stopthecrime.net, we have much information about this 5G apocalypse, and that's what this is. This is a silent weapons system of death. Make no mistake. This is a genocide plan. We know that. We know that. We look at the Deagle dot.
Legal plan, y'all. Play no games, you heard me? Play no games, not one. The public cannot comprehend this weapon, and therefore cannot believe that they are being attacked and subdued by a weapon. Alright? It makes no noise. It makes no obvious explosion noises, causing no obvious physical or mental injuries. It shoots situations instead of bullets, my naga. Prepare about what? Data processing. Well, you can't have data processing at a real time without 5G. I told you they had to step the tech game up. Alright? Instead of chemical reactions, okay? Talking explosions originating from bits of data instead of grains of gunpowder, from a computer instead of a gun operated by a computer programmer instead of a marksman. Alright, you get the picture. Under the orders of the bank magnate instead of the military general. Alright. Understand that the public cannot comprehend this weapon. Alright, so some people you'll talk to and they'll just be in denial about it. Some people might entertain you. Some people will be like, oh yeah, I know about it. To each his own, right? People stuck in the matrix. A silent weapon is applied gradually, alright? The public adapts to its presence. Alright? So, example. Okay, this silent weapon is applied to the Khalifa, wildlife, the Khalifa, trees, right? And what does the public do? Learn to adapt with these fires on a consistent basis. Alright? And learns to tolerate its encroachment on their lives until the pressure becomes too great and they crack. Okay, they throw situations at you. Okay, and stop your mind from thinking. These are EMFs. Understand that your brain has sensors. Your brain has original sensors. Okay, not artificial. Okay, not something that was made. Okay, so if you have receptors and access points in your brain, do you not think that they would come into some kind of impairing with all the EMF around you? Managa, it makes sense. Put your Bluetooth on, you're gonna get so many people around you with Bluetooth. But which one's your channel? Okay, the encroachment is on you, Managa. The encroachment is on you. Understand that you, Managa, the public, cannot comprehend this weapon. Therefore, cannot believe that they are being attacked and subdued by a weapon. Keep buying your iPhones, your watches. Understand? Keep buying your Android watch, your Bluetooth earpiece, your Bluetooth ear set. Alright? These are encroachments on your lives. See, the silent weapon is a type of biological warfare. It attacks the vitality, options of mobility of the individuals of society by knowing and understanding, manipulating and attacking their source of natural and social energy, their physical, mental, emotional strengths and weaknesses.
Website, and we understand the percentage of reduction of population by 2025 in the United States. But I shan't digress, because certainly we all must understand this is an illusion of public input right now. This is a corporation. Santa Rosa is a corporation. They are in lockstep with all of the executive orders that run this country, including the executive order on January 18th of 2018 requiring the expeditious rollout of broadband AK 5G throughout this country, over Indian tribal lands, to every corner of this country, everywhere. Also, the executive order of the expeditious rollout of AI. This is where we are heading. Massive data collection.
Ain't bringing you to drop on AI, huh? It ain't possible without real-time information. It ain't possible without having a satellite on your body, a node on an artificial body. You ain't gonna get this information if you won't have a satellite on you, a node, an IoT.
And a digital reality. This is what this foundation is all about. We are heading towards a digital everything, the Internet of Things. Let's get now to the battery backups of the
IoT.
Of the grid. Battery backups are run on lithium-ion batteries. They explode, they degrade rapidly, and they are like shrapnel. Did you know that? These are going to be our backup batteries throughout this city, everywhere actually. Solar as well, which is a weapon. But it's most important to understand that this is an illusion of representation, because we are a corporate structure. The United States is a corporate network of agencies run by the United Nations, the international bankers, and the IMF. This is a silent weapons attack. And there's a document that all of you should read if you haven't, called Silent Weapons for Quiet.
this is what we're breaking down. We've been breaking this down for 3 years. We've been breaking this down for 3 years, my knocker. And my people out here still using Bluetooth. My people out here still going by the new Apple Watch, the new Android Watch. You got parasites running through your body. But what's the cost? You don't give a shit, cause you legit. You heard me? You flossed out. You flossed out. Another thing to understand that everything is an understanding of energy. Energy. $5G, man. $5G.
Wars. Have any of you heard about the smart nodes being deployed in Lancaster, California right now? If you haven't, you should. It's on the street lights. It's going to come here too. It is creating the Internet of Things where you walk out and you say Uber and it arrives without a cell phone in your hand. That's where we are going rapidly.
Oh, wow. That's the drop we just got. Okay, the nodes. The nodes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Small cell deployments. Okay, what are small cell deployments? These are satellites, these are spies, these are something that infiltrates upon you, my knocker. Alright? Street lights and joint utility works. City of Santa Ana. Okay, what do we got? Small cells. Look how close that is to the walking range. Verizon. Who? Verizon, my knocker, has right-of-way access rights per modified right-of-way decision of 2016 by way of the decision. Page is mandated to provide access to its poles for pole top antenna belonging to Verizon. Okay. The process involves Verizon submitting an application and constructing drawings and pole loading calculations. Okay, pole loading, talking power calculations are also performed to ensure structural integrity. Verizon is solely responsible for construction of GO 95 compliance. Okay, GO 95 compliance. Okay, Verizon is. It's their responsibility. I told you cell phone bills going up. But at the same time, they're throwing you a phone. They're throwing you a watch. Come sign a contract here.
The wheel and
right?
deal, you hear me?
Play no games.
Con.
It's 2019.
It's Tokef Benak.
Look at that.
YouTube
Flesh,
edition.
baby. In the flesh.
Extension.
So,
Signing out. Shabbat Shalom to the home team.